Hi, so I thought I'd try something new in regards to answering questions and being the fact that I'm locked down. I didn't necessarily want to do my hair and make it to be on camera. So we're doing it audio. So one of the questions that I've recently been asked is regards to when they're in meditation, someone's in meditation, and they start receiving physical sensations, whether it be in your hands or on your body, if it is your loved ones in spirit. Now, whenever sitting with any kind of metaphysical practice, we always need to set our intention before we start. That will help determine who we're engaging with, what we're engaging with. Whether you're pulling cards, meditating, or even doing a reading, you almost always need to set your intention. It's a safety issue first and foremost, because you only want to connect with beings of light. And also it tells spirit what you want to achieve out of the session. So you're sort of guiding them. Otherwise, they'll just take over and do whatever. And sometimes that's okay. But sometimes we want to sit with a real focus. So always do that. And your intention can be a prayer, traditional prayer. It can be just your own words saying, you know, I want to connect with for the purpose of, and I would like to experience whatever you want to experience. Fill in the blanks. So when we're sitting in meditation, if we haven't set an intention, because I'm assuming that most people may not do that prior to today, but moving forward, you're always going to do that. So if we get physical sensations, whether it be in our hands or somewhere else in our body, but particularly our hands can be just a really active, there's a lot of chakras there, and they can be a very sensitive area where we can pick up energy. We receive and give with our hands. So they're attuned to that action, so we can receive energy in a solid form or an energetic form, and give energy in a solid form or energetic form. So our hands are used to that. So when we sit silently and quietly, we will notice tingling. We may notice, if we focus on our hands, what they feel like. They may feel quite different to when you're unintentionally just engaging with your hands and getting them to be tools for you. So quite often, that's one of the places we will feel energy first. Now, to determine whether it is just our chakras in our hands activating, whether it be spirit touching our hands, whether it be the fact that we have hands that are healing hands and they're opening and they're starting to work. That's something that is different for everyone and that would take work with intention to determine. But even the transfer of energy from one hand to the other, those exercises that if you've sat in any kind of development you may have experienced, or even the very basic one of being able to feel energy in the air with your hands, is something as well that we can do. So I thought what we might do, if you feel like it, we might just take a couple of minutes to focus on our hands and what they feel like in a really conscious way. So let's just do that now for a couple of minutes. I'm just going to share some music with you. And we're going to be in a meditative state, but not really, but sort of, not a full meditation, but just silence our mind and focus on what our hands feel like. And then to determine whether it be spirit or energy we're feeling or our loved ones is the next step. So let's just be aware of our hands to start with. If you can't hear the music, it would be your end that you will need to turn up. So close your eyes, get comfortable, ideally with a straight spine. And I want you to just focus on your breath. Breathe in deeply, comfortably. And as you breathe in, have the awareness of lifting your breath up to your crown, the top of your head. And then when you breathe out, we actually want to have the awareness and the intention of pushing our energy, our aura out. We may just start with pushing it out as far as our arm would reach. You may wish to push it out to fill the whole room or space that you are sitting in. But let's just do that again. We're going to breathe in and lift our awareness up to our crown and even maybe beyond. And as we breathe out, we're pushing our aura out. In. Out. In again. Just repeat that now. Now I want you to take your awareness to your body. Just notice any sensations you may be feeling. You may be noticing temperature, pressure. Your awareness may go to a part of your body. Even other sensations like tingles. We undertake this activity with the intention of working only with the light, divine energy source, angels, guides, and loved ones. We wish to connect with them now with the purpose of bringing our awareness to energy that we feel in our hands and our body. Before we can start working with spirit, angels, guides, or loved ones, feel what they feel like. We need to know what we feel like, because we need to notice the difference. If we're not aware of what we feel like, we are not going to be able to notice when they step into our energy. So the simple practice of sitting and feeling your energy, something that I encourage you to do often. That way, if there's a shift, you'll notice it. And as this is our first exercise that we've done like this, and based on the world that we're in at the moment, you may notice within your physical you're holding tension. So just spend a few more minutes breathing through that, taking your awareness to wherever it feels heavy within your body. The breath air out, just have the intention of releasing, letting go, letting it dissolve. No longer need it. Once we bring awareness to it, we don't need it. Now take your awareness to your hands. What do they feel like? Not the physical hand, as if you were holding something in your hand, on that space that is just a couple of centimeters above your palms. Hands unopen, open them as if you're about to receive. And just be aware of what your energy feels like. You notice sensations, tinglings or temperature shift. It's all perfectly normal. The purpose of this exercise is to feel what your energy feels like when it's activating, when you're aware of it. Now we're going to invite our guide. We don't need to know who they are at this point in time. They know who they are. To choose a hand to either touch, to bring awareness to engage with on an energetic level. Which hand, the one they want to work with. Take your awareness to both. And then if your awareness shifts, you feel something. You may see something. One may even drop lower than the other if you're holding them up. Take notice of what they've done, whether they've put something in it, whether it feels different. Whatever they've done, notice, did I see something? Did I feel something? Did I smell something? Or did I just notice something? What that will do is tell you what abilities of yours are stronger, which ones that they know that they can work with at this point in time. Notice what side they used. That may be their favourite side to come in on. They normally have a favourite side. Yours may be different to someone else's. We invite them to use that as their way of communicating, moving forward, and that's the side that they'll come in on. So we know that if we feel something in our hand, see something, sense something, smell even something in our hand, and it's on that side that we're working with our spirit guide. And this is a very simple way to start building a relationship with them. Thank them for these few moments. Let them go and just release from our energy. And I ask you to move your hands, clench and release. Bring your awareness back to your physical, back to your breath. Move your head and neck, and know that your guide will not truly leave you. It will just step out of your energy with the breath in, pull your aura back in to where it's supposed to be if you've filled the room. And the reason why we do that is because we don't want to pick up on everyone's energies, everyone's emotions. Our aura is overextended. It's not healthy, and it can make surviving in this world difficult. So we want to just have it around us about an arm length from our body, which is a nice, healthy size. And we just close down by bringing down divine pole light around our aura, to our feet, encased in a gold knitting to protect the integrity of our soul. So, how did that feel? I encourage you to practice that, to revisit that, to do it over and over again, to build up the knowing of what it feels like with your guide, their calling sign, what it seems like, how they work with you, that type of thing. We can change the intention to discern when we want to work with our loved ones in spirit. We can do exactly the same practice, but set the intention of working with them. It's a little bit different when we go into mediumship than just working with our guides. So it's not something that we're going to do in the first exercise, because there's a lot to mediumship. It's quite sacred, and it's not something that we jump straight to. So initially we need to build up our relationship and our working relationship with our guide. They're here to show us, teach us, and to lead us. So once again, we don't put the horse before the cart. So I encourage you to do that. The other thing that I'm just going to mention, which I wasn't going to mention for some time, was once we get through our current challenges in New South Wales and Victoria, and the energy shifts a little bit, I will be, and I'm just trying it at this stage, so just see how it sits and how it evolves, but I'll be doing an online circle through Zoom where we can all interact and ask questions and develop and practice and that type of thing. Now, I know these kind of things are everywhere. I want mine to be quite engaging and really where we can integrate our practices rather than just delivering theory or in that teacher-student setting. It's to be more where we will pick a topic and explore it, and just really so we can sit with our abilities, integrate what we learn, ask questions, delve into it as if we were coming together live, but obviously we're everywhere, so we can't. So I think the Zoom is the best option. So that is on the website if anyone's interested, but it's not going to start until term 4. Just because I know the energy needs to shift, we need to get through what we need to get through, so we're in the right energetic state to go into this energy work. So I'll leave that with you. I hope this is helpful, and we can do more things like this if you feel guided. This is definitely the kind of things that we would be doing in circle, obviously with camera on though, and where we can all engage and that type of thing. So have a wonderful day, and I'll connect with you later.